Hi, I'm Karen Bushimi. I am the founder and president of Detroit Sewn in downtown Pontiac. We are a full-service sewing factory, and we offer everything from pattern making, sample making, grading sizes and tech packs, to cut and sew of production, all the way into the thousands of pieces. I started Detroit Sewn in August of 2015, and I did it in response to all of the inquiries that my nonprofit Detroit Garment Group was getting for production opportunities in southeastern Michigan, and at the time there really wasn't anything available. So in my great dream to have a really thriving fashion industry in the state of Michigan, I realized that we really needed to have sewing factories with full service capabilities, operating, being able to not only provide for our Michigan designers, but really for anybody who needs this kind of a service. So Detroit Sewn was born. What do I like about my profession? I can tell you that every single day is different. You never know what you're going to get. And even when the day starts off calm, I can promise you it is never going to stay calm. And I find that I'm constantly learning, and that is something that I really enjoy. I like a challenge. I like solving problems, finding creative solutions, and that happens here every single day, trying to figure out how to make something for somebody the right way, trying to figure out how we're going to get a half a dozen jobs that are on the floor all out on time, just whatever needs to happen. That's the best part. Shipping. I don't like shipping. I took fringe off my scarf today with the tape trying to do my shipping. And that is really only because I don't have the proper size yet for my shipping department. So I'm working in close quarters. But I'm happy to say we are moving third week of June of this year, just about 2 blocks down the street into double the size, all on one floor with a dedicated shipping area. So that will be my dream. How long have I been doing the whole fashion scene? Okay, so for fashion, it's been about 20 years that I've been doing this. It all started when a former colleague asked me to co-found a magazine with him, and I have a big problem of saying, okay. So I said, okay, and one of the first things that I had to do in the first issue is I had to style the fashion shoot, and that is really where it all began, was pulling clothes, determining the look for the model's hair and makeup, how we wanted to style the clothing, how we wanted to pose the models, and what story we wanted to tell with the lens. So it's been a long, interesting ride that has constantly kept changing and kept me growing and challenged. As far as where I kind of stand in the fashion industry, so outside of having a sewing factory, which I don't design anything here, I do have my nonprofit Detroit Garment Group. So we really work specifically on educating our community and building businesses. I like to say we're building our fashion community one business at a time. I still do some things. I still will do a lot of TV appearances regarding fashion, whether it's for the Oscars or just various types of red carpet things. Sometimes I commentate fashion shows. I speak to fashion schools. So I do stay active that way, but I don't style fashion shoots anymore. Those days are kind of over. I can't say that I've had a great failure. I can tell you that in having this business, it's been a huge struggle. It's really interesting to be in a startup business. It's the first time I've ever done something like this, where I really created something from the ground up with many employees and a lot of equipment, a lot of deadlines, and trying to determine how you make money in this business. I can tell you that manufacturers don't like to share that information, so it's something that you have to figure out for yourself, a lot of research, a lot of trial and error. So that has been a scary thing, is trying to make a new business succeed. And really making sure I don't fail at that. My philosophy about the art of fashion is there are no freaking rules. I think people get way too hung up on rules of fashion what they're supposed to wear, what they're supposed to wear after a certain age, a certain date of the year. People just worry too much, and that's not what fashion is about. Fashion is a personal thing. It's supposed to be about what inspires you, what makes you feel good in the morning, what gives you that jolt of confidence for that interview or asking somebody out on a date. It's not supposed to be about what anybody else wants it to be for you. It's supposed to be what you want it to be. So my clients are a real wide range of people. I have a number of emerging brands, varying from people who just come to me with an idea, might not be a fashion designer at all, just somebody who has a really cool idea for a sewn product. And we like to start with that person right from the beginning, explain this process. We're very good hand holders. And it's really exciting to see them take that idea all the way to fruition and the joy on their faces when they actually see their product for the first time. We also work with brands who maybe have been making their own products for a little while and are now growing to the point that they need to partner with a manufacturer. And then we also work with larger companies who have high volumes and even companies that have weekly orders that we do for them. So we are interested in getting to know everybody and seeing who we can work with. One of the most important things with a cut and sew manufacturer is making sure that you don't try to be all things to all people. Nobody can really be great at making everything. So it's about knowing what you do well, what you can price well, especially for U.S. manufacturing, and what you can turn around in a timely fashion. And we do a lot with knits here. So knitwear, think about t-shirts, hoodies, joggers, pullovers, and then that goes into all kinds of other things too, like leggings and tote bags. We do a lot of that. We also do quite a bit with wovens, everything from bathing suits and dresses. We don't do jeans, we don't do bridal wear, and some really structured pieces like men's button-down shirts we tend to stay away from. But anybody can contact me. My email is info@detroitsewn.com, S-E-W-N, and website, detroitsewn.com. We have a form there people can send in and learn more about us and see some of our images, not only of what we've made for people, but of our team here. I have absolutely had to turn away clients. Most of the time it's because we can't offer a competitive price for that particular type of product that they're making. There are certain things like jeans, for instance, where really it's such an automated process. They're specialty factories, and that's all they make are jeans. So they invest in hundreds of thousands of dollars of equipment that can automate everything from putting on a belt loop to how the zipper goes on. And if you watch, there's videos on YouTube that show you how jeans are made in jean factories. It's really pretty compelling to watch it, but to see how fast they can go, we could never even come close to making a pair of jeans in that kind of a turnaround time, so we wouldn't be able to come anywhere near that sort of a price. So I'd rather somebody go with a specialist on something like that and get a better price. Come see us. We really get very excited to help people and to make their dreams become a reality, and we can make yours too.